Donald Trump has been eyeing. He has imposed 10% tariff on 8 European countries for not supporting his demand to control that territory. And our reaction has come in from the Canadian Prime Minister, Mark Carney, who has come out in support of Greenland. He has said that Canada is concerned about US President Donald Trump's threat to impose increasing tariff on several European countries. He has also said, and I quote, Canada is concerned by the recent retaliation, is what he has said. A post on social media where he has said that he is in the support of Greenland and Denmark, and what is happening is quite concerning. Let me take you through what he has in fact posted on social media. Mark Carney, that is Canadian Prime Minister, has said, and I quote, Canada supports the principle of territorial integrity universally, including as they apply to Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. As we have stated, the future of Greenland is for Greenland and Denmark alone to determine. The security of Arctic, NATO's northern and western flanks is essential to our alliance. Canada strongly believes that the best way to secure this area is by working together with NATO. Canada is concerned by the recent escalation. Canada is significantly increasing Arctic security, strengthening our military and investing in infra. We will continue to collaborate with our allies to protect this region because we all are stronger when we work together. So here, very importantly, he has mentioned that Canada is concerned by the recent escalation and demand that is coming from Donald Trump that he wants to control that territory. On this, in fact, let me once again go back to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, yesterday we saw how 10% tariff was imposed on 8 European countries, and now Canada has also spoken up. They have said that there should be dialogue, and as far as Canada is concerned, they are also concerned with the recent escalation as well. Take us through how the countries have reacted to what Donald Trump has been saying as far as Greenland is concerned. All right, we have more reactions coming in. We'll go back to Rishabh in just some time. And this is a reaction that is coming from European Union chief. And in fact, she has posted on social media and showed concern over Donald Trump's demand to have control over Greenland after Donald Trump imposed tariff on allies. EU leader has spoken up to NATO allies, and she said that we all will protect security and economic interests. She's also said that we will uphold the sovereignty of Greenland. European Commission President has said, and I quote, I spoke to the French President, to a UK Prime Minister and others as well, and together we stand firm in our commitment to uphold the sovereignty of Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. We will always protect our economic and security interests as well. We will face these challenges to our European solidarity with the steadiness and resolve, is another reaction that is coming. Remember, Donald Trump, day before yesterday, had imposed 10% tariff on his own allies, 8 European countries, and he had said that that would start from February 1st, and from June 1st, it will be increased to 25%. And after that, a lot of European countries, they are replying to this and showing their objection. And this is, in fact, the European Commission's president. She said that I spoke to a NATO General Secretary, Emmanuel Macron, who is a French president, Keir Starmer, and also Meloni. Together, we stand in our commitment to hold the sovereignty of Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. We will always protect our economic and security interests. We will face these challenges to our European solidarity with steadiness and resolve, is what she said. Remember, yesterday, Macron as well as Keir Starmer, they had also objected to this, saying that there should be a dialogue and such tariffs should not be imposed. On this, let me once again go back to my colleague Rishabh, who's been tracking all the details. Rishabh, a lot of European countries are reacting very strongly to the 10% tariff that Donald Trump has imposed, that he said will increase to 25% starting June 1st, 2026. Take us through the reactions that have come in from all these countries.
Well, Akansha, as I was saying, Donald Trump on Greenland is very clear. It's either my way or highway. And that is something that he's moving ahead with. Remember, after there were escalations between, at least the war of words between Greenland and United States, European countries decided to do a joint military exercise in Greenland to show the show of strength against United States as well. After that came the tariff weapon from United States, where Donald Trump has imposed 10% additional tariff on 8 European nations who were, indulging in the joint military exercises in Greenland. Now that the way European countries have reacted, they have been very clear that the way US is behaving is not as per the NATO charter, and the charter of NATO very categorically say, war against one or attack against one is attack against everyone. Remains to be seen how things unfold and whether in future United States
absolutely. But for now, Donald Trump has said that starting February 1st, 2026, 10% of tariff will be imposed on all these 8 European countries. Stay on with us, Rishabh. I'm joined by Patikrit Pain, geopolitical expert. Thanks so much for connecting with us. How do you look at this attitude of the US President Donald Trump? My way or highway, he has imposed 10% tariff. He has said that that will increase to 25% starting June 2026.
Well, I think it's not just the Donald Trump, issue. It is the American establishment which believes that the transatlantic alliance is all good but over, because I believe they think that Europe, especially Western Europe, for them is perhaps a security liability, as it is they do not use dollar for their trading and as a reserve currency. So the tariff that Trump has put in, he knows that many of these countries are in a very severe economic crisis. So for them to sustain with this increased tariff will not be easy. And it is also a reality that for whatever the European Union members are saying, and even though we completely agree that Greenland has the sovereign right to exist and America has absolutely no right to take over Greenland, logistically, if European Union wants to, or NATO, in European NATO wants to protect Greenland from an American invasion, logistically, it is absolutely an impossible nightmare. Secondly, and at the same time, if for America, if they actually want to take it over, it will not be very difficult. It is very, very easy. However, that would mean that Europe will then go back and start hitting or targeting in terms of economic way the American industry and American business interest in Europe. So the transatlantic alliance, the NATO, it is in a very precarious condition, and we cannot rule out the invisible hand of President Putin, who is perhaps now having the last laugh, that it is the same alliance which was, waging a war against Russia through the proxy called Ukraine, today at loggerheads with each other. So I think the issues are only going to get far more profound, and most importantly, European Union does not have one single leader. So for them to get into a consensus is not very easy. Some of them have already started backing down after the tariffs were announced by President Trump, especially Germany. So for them to agree that they will attack or defend Greenland against America and have a head-on fight against America, it is not very easy.
Absolutely, and that's a pressure tactic that has been used by Donald Trump, saying that in a way, cater to my demand or else tariff will be imposed on you, 10%, that will be increased to 25% later this year. Thanks so much for connecting with us and bringing your perspective on this. We have another breaking update coming in, a reaction on that, the 10% tariff that has come in from European Council President, and we will take you through what he has said so far. But he has also come in support of Greenland and Denmark, saying that key meeting over Greenland should take place. He has consulted with the member states, and there should be unity in solidarity with Denmark. We are ready to face any form of coercion as far as Donald Trump is concerned.